What is up, folks? Welcome back to BrickBucks, where we talk about Lego investing. That is buying Lego sets, holding them while the value increases, and then selling them again on places like eBay or Amazon. Today I'm really excited because I'm actually going out into the wild to buy some Lego sets today. I'm actually doing a deal. I've talked about this a little bit in some of the live shows over time. I actually have another e-commerce business selling used books on Amazon. I work with my partner. We have a bulk book warehouse and we do deals in bulk. We get truckloads of books and we sell them on Amazon and eBay, and then we reinvest a lot of those profits into Lego. I'm actually going to trade the books that we can't sell. We call them duds. These are books that we have scanned, we've checked for Amazon profitability and eBay profitability, and we can't actually sell them at a profit. So we make deals with various different places to trade some of those books in or to sell them. And we made one particular deal which is pretty interesting. It's actually with Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble here near me have a used book section, and we work with them. We bring them books every so often. Now in return they give us store credit, so we have an option that we can get paid in cash or we can get store credit, but store credit has a lot more value. Now if you're a Lego investor and you have a choice for Barnes & Noble credit or for less value in cash, of course you're going to take the credit and put all of that into Lego. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here today. I'm going to pick up some boxes of books, head to Barnes & Noble, trade those books in for store credit, and then I'm going to walk out of there hopefully with a cart full of Lego as an investment. So I'm going to take you along with me for the ride. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film in store, but we'll see how we go. Let's do it. Alright, so I just dropped off the boxes of books at the back at the used book section. Usually it takes like an hour, at least an hour, to go through those books and price them up. So I have plenty of time to wander around and shop in store, look at the Lego that they have in stock, figure out what I want to buy. Now the bad thing about this kind of deal is that, of course, I can't buy in bulk, right? So usually I can buy 2 or 3 of different SKUs. So I end up kind of going a bit wide instead of deep with this store credit, which of course is not really what I would prefer to do. But again, I'm getting a lot more value by doing it this way than I would be if I traded in these used books for cash. So doing it for Lego, even if it is onesies and twosies, is still a much better deal for both of my businesses. Now, the other downside, of course, is that usually Barnes & Noble don't discount the Lego sets. So usually I can only get 10% off by being a member here in Barnes & Noble, and they don't usually have 20, 25, 30% off deals. So I'm paying a little more for sets that I could also just go to Walmart and get 20% off. So for that reason, usually I try to find the stuff that is less frequently discounted when I am shopping in Barnes & Noble, so I can get that membership 10% off. Minus tax as well, because I do have my tax ID on file with Barnes & Noble. But again, when I'm using store credit in exchange for books that I can't sell anyway, no matter what I pick up when it comes to Lego, it's gonna be a good deal. Let's go back inside now and have a quick look at what's on the Lego shelves and figure out what I want to pick up with the store credit. Alright, so here we are inside Barnes & Noble now and looking at the Lego. The first sets that we come across here, adults welcome. We have a few Technic sets, some Star Wars helmets, and then we have the architecture sets right here. Pretty well stocked. Taj Mahal on the top here. San Francisco, New York, Trafalgar Square, Dubai, White House. Some good selection here for architecture. And then around the back here we see some art. We've got the Iron Man set and more architecture sets, and some more helmets down here at the bottom shelf. On the back of this other section we have more art and more helmets. We've got the Sith, the Beatles, Harry Potter, and the Mickey Mouse art sets right here. Now, of course, I'm gonna go straight for the Dubai Skyline architecture set. I'm a big fan of this set, and it is retiring at the end of 2021. I think this one will do quite well. So that's the first one that grabs my eye, and there is 2 of them in stock. Good condition boxes, so that's the first thing to pick up. And of course, San Francisco is also retiring this year, and there's a few of that one here as well. So that is the other thing that interests me on this first section. So taking 2 of San Francisco and 2 of Dubai. And then I'm gonna go head over to the other aisle here of Lego. So they've got these kind of sections kind of laid out near the coffee shop, which is a pretty good strategy to put the adults welcome stuff near the Starbucks. I spot this Stormtrooper helmet just as I'm about to leave, and that's a quick pickup as well because I am a big fan of the helmets, the Star Wars helmets. Now I decide to abandon one of the cards. I picked up 2 cards, but I realize I'm getting expensive sets here and I still don't know how much store credit I'm actually going to have to spend. Right now they're still counting the bucks that I dropped in the back. So I'm kind of going blind a little bit and decided to just fill 1 cart for now and then see where I am in terms of the credit. So looking at this aisle now, we have it broken down into kind of sections, and we have the Disney stuff right there, and right next to that we have the Friends sets, followed by City, and then Harry Potter, followed by Star Wars. So it's pretty nicely laid out in this Barnes & Noble. The top of the set, the Harry Potter section here, we have the Astronomy Tower, the Hogwarts Express, Hedwig. Hedwig, of course, is a Barnes & Noble exclusive and also available in Lego stores. The Star Wars section, and then we've got Minecraft. Now immediately I'm spotting a few Minecraft sets that I like. As I'm looking at this shelf, we've got the End Battle right there, which is a really nice set, and then we've got the pirate ship down here as well. We've got the Speed Champions and Technic sets on this last section down at the back here, as well as some idea sets, including the Treehouse right up top here, and a few of the smaller Technic sets also in stock. For Speed Champions, they weren't very well stocked. They had the Ferrari and the Audi here. So looking a little bit closer at some of the Minecraft sets now as well, figuring out which one of these do I want to pick up. Got the Abandoned Mine here, they've got the Pillager Outpost, and with Star Wars we've got a handful of sets, but not many that are retiring soon. And nothing that really catches my eye in the Star Wars section. So I picked up a few Audi Speed Champion sets, a handful of other sets, and then make my way over to the Minecraft. First thing I'm going to pick up here in the Minecraft section is the Panda Nursery. That is set number 21158, and it is retiring this year in 2021. So I'm checking the boxes here to make sure that they're good condition, because whenever you're buying from a retail store on the shelves, you don't know how many people have picked up that box and maybe dropped it on the floor before you got there. So best to do a very quick check. I'm not extremely careful with it. A couple of creases, regular shelf wear is fine. But if you can avoid it, I prefer not to buy anything that's massively damaged. Making my way to the register now with a cart full of Lego. That is always a nice thing to see. On the top here you'll see that I also got some of the Herbology Harry Potter sets. All right, folks, so I'm back home now. Overall, I got around $500 from that trip in terms of store credit. So that was the budget that I had to spend on Lego. So that cart full of Lego there was around $500 worth. Usually my trips to Barnes, I get around $700 to $750 in store credit. Usually we have more used books to bring them. And we will be going again pretty soon and hoping that we will have more close to that number the next time. But $500 worth of Lego is not bad for used books that we weren't going to sell anyway, because the way our book business works is we go through pallets of books that we buy, by the truckload, and we pick out the stuff that can sell on Amazon or eBay, and then these are kind of the stuff that are left over that we're bringing to partners like Barnes & Noble and trading it in for Lego. So it was a good deal all around, and I'm happy. I picked up some good sets. I picked up a handful of retiring sets that I already had my eye on, some of which I was already buying on the side. You've seen me talk about the San Francisco architecture set before, for example. It is a set that I'm a big fan of, and I added a couple more to my inventory. Of course, I prefer to buy in bigger quantities, but it's not bad, right, when you're trading in used books. Now, overall, in this video, there is one thing that I hope you take away from this when it comes to a Lego investing business, right? Creating partnerships is really important because you can grow in interesting new ways that you probably never really considered, right? When I was setting out to invest in Lego, I always thought that I would need to inject capital, like money, and then I would need to turn over my inventory to get more inventory, right? And grow it naturally over the course of time as I sell for profit. And this was kind of a creative way to get more inventory for my Lego investing business by leveraging books, right? By leveraging something that we had that we don't need anymore. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have books lying around that you can trade in for Lego. Maybe there's other partnerships where you are that you could build, and different interesting ways that you might be able to get inventory. So building partnerships is really crucial, in terms of growing your e-commerce business, and always be on the lookout for those opportunities where you can just go up and ask somebody, hey, what do you think about buying from me? Or what do you think, or can I buy from you? Maybe a new source of inventory that you might be able to find. Maybe it's, for shipping supplies. Maybe you can go partner with a local company and buy boxes from them for cheap. There's just partnerships that you can make to grow your business in all sorts of different interesting ways. And so that is something that I was able to tap into here, building a partnership with the used book manager at this Barnes & Noble, and then being able to leverage that to scale my Lego investing business, even if it is just a couple $100 every couple of weeks. It definitely does help to add to the inventory. So I hope you enjoyed this quick trip with me to Barnes & Noble and quick look at some of the things that I was able to pick up in the store there. If you did, please do hit that like button because it really does help out the channel. Thank you so much for watching. And also, if you like these type of retail arbitrage videos where I take a camera into stores and buy Lego sets, check out this one right here. I think you will enjoy that too. With that, I'm Shane from brickbucks.net. I will see you in the next one.